you're wondering why I'm wearing coats, it's because it's 11 degrees outside in Denver and I'm exercising outside. But this hit me like a lightning bolt, and I had to say this. Do you guys get the patience part of this? That's why all of you are quitting? I have been repeating effort driven versus results driven for a full year. But sometimes I think you guys don't get what that means. It's like, well, okay, like effort driven. You're being impatient with getting the result. If you are results driven, you need to slow the fuck down. You need to think about how long some of this stuff takes that I'm talking about. Why do you think I talk about playing the infinite game? The long game. Because it takes a long time. When I say effort driven, validate yourself off of the work part, not on like, when do I get my shit? That's what I mean about patience. You still should be dialed into wanting the things, because that's how you actually even make the goal. So if you're a beginner, I understand that that's over your head. You guys haven't gotten any of the results yet to understand that those don't bring you peace. That's the reason you need to start getting some of them, so you can start checking them off this massive list you have of, once that happens, then I'll be happy. How many times have I quoted Sean Acker? Stop pushing happiness over the horizon. You guys are still thinking, once I get the thing, it sounds like he's saying, once I get the stuff, then I'll feel good. No, the stuff doesn't make you feel good. It's the work that it takes to get the stuff that makes you feel good. That's why the things are so alluring to you. Because that's God trying to tell you, hey, go in this direction. The reason being in shape calls to every single person on the planet is because God knows that means that you would have temperance, confidence, discipline, commitment, diet, and movement. Things that are dialed into your actual longevity and health. That's why he makes the result that you can get off it so appealing. Because it's a place you're supposed to go. You're supposed to see that and go, I'm drawn to that. That is a positive thing. Then the work piece is all things that are positive for who you are on the journey to getting the result. But that's why the result is alluring. It's because it's supposed to be appealing to you to do the work part. Without the result for most of you, the work part would never ever happen. You wouldn't understand how to do it or why to do it. You wouldn't understand if it was working. You guys have got to be patient. Getting in shape takes a long time. I spent my entire childhood running competitively. So yeah, I had a leg up in that area because I was already doing it for a long time. Got to be patient. It doesn't happen overnight. And you guys are being selfish. Well, I want the thing quicker than that. That's not fair. Everyone you know that has the thing, they've put in so much more work than you could possibly ever watch because you're not with them. They've done the work. They've earned the things. You guys that are on this like, oh, it's all genetics. Who cares? The predisposition to get in shape, those people have still done so much more work than you could possibly imagine. Every day, getting up and going on runs, going to pick up heavy stuff that you don't want to lift. That's the whole thing. You guys have got to be patient. Man, what's a gem I heard? You need to be impatient with inputs and patient with the outputs, the outcome. You can't just sit there and go, oh man, like, why is this stuff not happening? You need to be putting in more work and not even expecting the outcome. That's how you get there. That's really the truth. It takes longer than you're thinking. When you guys are going, I'm going to get in shape this year, that is a terrible goal. I'm sorry. Your goal needs to be, I'm going to exercise and I'm never going to quit. This is just year one of my 15-year plan of being healthy from now on. What I'm going to do this year is I'm going to work on this little micro aspect. Maybe I won't even worry about the diet part so much. Maybe I'll only clean up my eating in the morning. Or maybe I'll do fasting until noon. And then I'll just try somewhat to keep my eyes on like diet. You don't have to start and go, I'm going to track all my macros. I'm going to only eat clean for the rest of this entire year. I'm going to exercise 5 times a week because you're thinking you're somewhere you aren't. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. I live by that quote. Start where you are. Oh man, I haven't been exercising at all. I need to do 2 to 3 times a week. That's a smart goal. That's attainable. Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-driven. This year, I'm going to make sure that I exercise 2 times a week, and I'm not going to miss that specific structure. Then, if you do miss, it's just getting back on track. That's the consistency part. Stay consistent. Consistent in the short term, and more importantly, consistent in the long term. The consistency in the short term would be hitting those 2 days a week. Consistency in the long term is the undying commitment, like I always talk about. I am not quitting even if I miss. Even if I do miss, I am going to get right back on track the next week. And what will happen if you have that long-term consistency is you will inevitably become more consistent in the short term. That's how it works, guys. It's not that complicated. Make a plan. Start driving towards the plan. When you get off path of the plan, autocorrect back onto the path of the plan. Simple as that. Then start linking it to a purpose that's bigger than you. I can't explain to you how much more important that is than the actual goals and the vision and the cool shit. You're going to keep hitting some of the results in these things, and those are fleeting. I need you to know that. You lose the weight. Does it make you happy? No. It makes you happy for a short period of time. And then it's just like, oh, cool, I hit that thing. What's next? That's why I'm talking about a purpose. My mission statement has nothing to do with results. You guys heard me say my mission statement, nothing to do with results. It's not, oh man, I'm going to do these. Now my goals, my long-term goals list has everything to do with results. That's picking a measurable marker and a benchmark so I can aim my sights on it and have something to shoot for. But my mission statement is become the best father I could possibly be. Become the best husband I could possibly be. And get a wife that is so in alignment with my life that we have a love for the ages. Become the best role model that I can in every business that I run. Show up consistently. And consistently get better so that people can watch me and go, that's something to aim for as well. He's leading by example. I'm going to do more of that. Holding myself accountable so that I can hold other people accountable when I do become a role model and more of an example. Spread positivity in the world. Spread these messages so that other people go, oh yeah, it's not about the result. It's about being in alignment with God's plan and purpose for you. Because when you do that, you get peace and serenity, and you start walking more in alignment with where He would like you to go and less where you think you want to go. That's the whole thing. You get it? It's bigger than just some results. It's bigger than some goals. It's bigger than success. It's bigger than money in a bank account. It's bigger than an attractive wife that you think is cool to show off to people. It's bigger than all that superficial shit. It just happens to be that the results sometimes sound superficial to people when that's the aim that you're picking. You have to make sure that that's in alignment, that it's not superficial. You have to make sure by listening in a morning sitting process that that's dialed into your heart, your spirit, that comes directly from your conscience, which is the voice of God that you can hear when you get out of the way and you shut up for a while. That's how that works. Then you start driving towards that aggressively and you start feeling more and more. What happens is you get peace through the entire process, because you are in alignment with where God wants you to be on a daily basis. Hit me up if you need anything. Everyone's been killing it. I want you guys to know I love every single one of you. You're meant for more. I truly believe that. That's why I'm good at holding people accountable. I know what you want to do in your life. I know how much regret you're going to have at the end of your life if you don't lay it all out there. I'm trying to make sure that that doesn't happen to me too. I'm on the same path. Just following my purpose, auto-correcting daily. How do I get better? How do I grow? How do I learn? Hit me up. I appreciate y'all.